Super. All right. Super Ghouls and Ghosts time. Okay. All right, so that was Castlevania. That was game number 1. Now we're moving on to game number 2. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. All right. So, I wasn't able to beat Castlevania, but I really doubt I'm going to be able to beat Super Ghouls and Ghosts, mainly because the world record for Castlevania is something like, it's under 15 minutes. But the speed run for Super Ghouls and Ghosts, you have to beat this game twice before you actually get the actual ending to the game. So the actual world record speed run, I think, for this game is about, I think it's more than an hour. So we're not going to be able to beat this game in an hour. And I probably won't be able to beat the first level in under an hour. Because this game is known for being one of the most brutally difficult games on the Super Nintendo, and probably ever. It's not like Dark Souls. Well, it kind of is like Dark Souls for a 16-bit console, because it has the same sort of like, it has the same things I talked about with Castlevania, to where it's like stupidly difficult, but it is fair. There's no like hot garbage deaths or anything. You just need to play this game by its rules rather than how you would play like Mario or something. You need to play this game like a puzzle platformer, because this is another game where once you start jumping, you're sort of like set into that jump. You do have a double jump in this game, which is an upgrade over the previous games in the series, because I believe this game is something like the 3rd game in the Ghosts and Goblins series. But yeah, if you play this game like Mario, prepare to die, because you can't just keep running non-stop every which way and expect to live. That's simply not how this game works. You have to jump or double jump in certain places to reveal invisible chests to find armor, and this armor will power up your weapon. The weapon we want is the knife, which is conveniently the first weapon I got, which is good because the new weapons spawn randomly in the chests, so there was a chance I would get something not good. There's a lot of good weapons to have, or there's 1 or 2 good weapons to have, but then there's some really bad weapons that you don't want at all if you can help it. One of the good weapons you can have is the knife. And that's one of the more famously like better weapons, because it's really quick, and you can have a lot of them on the screen at once. Another good weapon to have is, in my opinion, is the bow and arrows, because even though it does light damage, it fires arrows at like sort of an upward angle, which is really useful sometimes. And then when you upgrade it with the green or gold armor, it like homes in on enemies, which is really useful. Oh, I do not want that weapon. Please despawn. Please despawn. No! Okay, the lances all right, but it's not nearly as good as the knife or the bow. Hopefully we'll run into another chest. But the charged, when you get gold armor, you gain like a charged version of your weapon. And the charged version for the lance is actually pretty good. It's like this, this lightning strike, these two lightning strikes. One is vertical, so it's like straight up and down. The other is horizontal, so it's left to right. Both are pretty useful. And you're invincible during that whole period. Ooh, snap. That wizard that randomly appears in chests, is going to, turn you into something really bad. It's like a power down. Oh, speaking of power down, you do not want that fireball. That is probably the worst weapon in the game, besides for like the axe or the sickle. Is really, really bad. So you see, another way of how this game works, it's sort of like the original Super Mario Brothers, to where, if you get like golden armor or some kind of power up, even if you take damage, you're, brought back down to like basically your base 1 status, which is, basically you in your underwear. If you take 1 hit, you lose your armor. If you take 2 hits, you lose your skin. And you turn into like a skeleton and die in a really sort of morbid fashion for an, I don't know. I find this game a lot creepier than Castlevania, and it's not necessarily just because of the better graphics of the Super Nintendo, because, I don't know. Wow, okay. And I just walked off a ledge. Beautiful. But already I made it to the halfway point of this level, which is really nice. I didn't think I'd make it this far, especially not without save states. But yeah, I got the knife on like my first spawn. That's kind of ridiculous. And then yeah, I'm just having good luck with this game so far. Hope I don't, like, jinx it or anything. Not that I believe in jinxing or anything, but... you know, anything can happen. And I don't want that lance. I will take that. And I will take that as well. It always respawns! I need to learn. I need to learn. Okay. Are you gonna respawn? No. Okay then. Oh snap. Okay. Don't land on the skeleton flame thing. Oh shoot. I'm dead. Oh wait, I can jump through that grass. Like, those are like semi-solid platforms. I'm probably gonna, yeah, take that into consideration. Uh-huh. Crossbow tempting, but not quite. I like my, if you can't get the knife, the crossbow's a good second, but I prefer the knife. Basically what you want in a weapon is something you can fire fast and then, that shoots across the screen quickly and that you can fire off quickly. That makes sense, right? Because you want that fast refresh rate. The thing that makes the fire so bad is, that you can only have one of it on screen. It's basically like an infinitely worse version of, the holy water from Castlevania, because while in Castlevania you're used to weapons that fire slowly, so like the game's enemy design is specifically built so that for like slow firing weapons, this game you really want quick weapons. Hey cool gamer name, We were almost at the boss, which is really exciting because, like, I've never made it that far this quick. I hope I don't game over. That'd be the worst. Thanks, I appreciate that. Where's the chest? Okay. Oh, that's probably gonna set me back a little. But yeah, that's the game. Yeah, you're gonna want to be careful in this game, a little bit more careful than in the NES version of this game, Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghosts and Goblins. Specifically because in that game you could have unlimited continues after you get game over, but in this game your continues are limited by how many points you get while you're alive. So your lives are a lot more precious. Yeah, I know. I just didn't know, or I just forgot if you were comfortable with me saying your real life name on stream, Judah. Okay. But you know, if I was gonna have my knife replaced with any weapon, I guess it would be this one, just cause, like I said, it's not a terrible weapon. It's just not the best. It probably is better than the knife for this boss in particular coming up, but... Oh wait, this is just gonna reveal hidden chests. But this is the first boss. And I've never fought this guy without restore points before, which is kinda scary. Oh my gosh, I beat the first level already. Dude, how long have I been playing? I haven't even been playing for 10 minutes yet, and I made it past the first level. That's insane. Okay, I just want to emphasize for you how crazy it is. I did not expect that I would be beating the first level after an hour. This is probably the best I've ever done at this game, which is good because yeah. Oh, and we get the knife. Let's go. Oh snap, the water's really rising. So the second level is like a sunken ship, basically. This series is really well known for like having like basically like impossibly difficult first levels, but then also there's the whole you have to actually beat the game twice haha motif, which is admittedly really dumb. Like I'm not gonna defend that one, that's just stupid. So yeah, the first level is basically the worst level in this franchise historically. So just to make it past the first level and within the first 10 minutes is like, this is great. Although yeah, you're definitely, don't worry, you're still probably gonna see me die a couple dozen times just cause it's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. When am I not gonna die? Like, just for comparison, I usually spend like an hour and a half trying to beat the first level, but I never make it past the first checkpoint without save states. Also, that was ridiculous how close I was to touching that fish. Yeah, I usually spend like a good hour and a half trying to get past the first level and failing miserably every single time. So, and that's just with restore points. So to make it this far without save states is ridiculous. And this is an auto scroller portion. Thankfully, I think this is like, no, this isn't the only auto-scroller part in this game, but it's one of the only ones, so, you don't want to die here, because it's a long way back from the checkpoint. I don't know, I used to like auto-scroller segments of platformers when I was younger, but I now see why people say they're so annoying. Because my first exposure to auto-scrollers was New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and apologies to anyone who has tried to beat New Super Mario Bros. Wii and failed, because I've definitely been there before. Everyone's got to start somewhere, and I would recommend starting with that one, but like, that game is not a hard game in the slightest. Just gotta be honest. Did I really? Okay, whatever. Again, this weapon's debatably better in this stage for the boss anyway. So yeah. But I mean, that's probably gonna not end up being good for me. Oh, I'm so much weaker now. My weapon's so much weaker. Okay, well, whatever. But basically, not every game is as easy as New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and not every auto-scroller is as easy as the airships from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, so I'd hate to die here, is all I'm saying right now. But here's the boss, and it's basically like this big coral monster. Oh boy. You know that feeling when you get like sick in your stomach because like something's sort of like intimidating you? That's how I'm feeling right now. Because I've never beaten this guy before without restore points. And I probably got really close. I guess in the future I'm not going to want to rush it. Because I was just trying to beat that guy as fast as I possibly could without really focusing on his projectiles too much. So now that I know I can't just like spam my weapon and be a little bit more surprise, surprise, methodical, actually live up to the advice I said and not play this game like it's Mario or Mega Man or something. But yeah, I'm gonna have to take my time and do it right. And what better way to emphasize taking your time than with an auto-scroller? I don't want that scythe. Basically, the worst thing you can do to yourself in this game is pick up a bad weapon. And that scythe is among the worst, so don't get it. Please get the green armor. But if you can't, just live. Okay, this is perfectly acceptable. I do think I only have something like 2 or 3 lives at this point though. So I would like to beat this level so that I don't have to go through the boat part again. That'd be nice. But I'm not picky. Since I made it past the first level, I could do to get a game over. I dare say it'd be good for me. No, what am I saying? I want to get past this level. I want to show you guys all the good stuff. Because the next level after this is ridiculous. And yeah, it's well worth showing off. Please give me some good green armor or something. Uh-huh. Nuts. Oh, snap. I might be not in good condition. Except I got a 1-up, so that's nice. Kill that guy. murder these spiky blocks so that I can get through. Jump for the money bag and miss. Jump for the money bag and get it. Oh, baby. This is extremely stressful. Dude, that was clutch. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Avoid the wizard's magical ball. The wizard, like I said, will transform you into something useless. And by something useless, I mean, not that the thing itself it transforms you in is useless, but in terms of usefulness to gameplay, it is extremely detrimental. You can only have one jump, and you can't fire your weapon at all. So it basically turns you into something completely helpless. So yeah. Also, your jump isn't that high at all. It's like, yeah. And I am a little worried about this boss still, since, you know, the bow and arrow is weaker than the knife, in terms of just, raw damage, but, hopefully its long range and, upward angle can help us out a little here. Oh, please. Come here. I can't see where his projectiles are coming from, which is also scary. Oh gosh. Ooh, that was close. That was really close as well. Can you tell that there's a lot of close calls with this guy? Shoot! This is exciting. This is just exciting. What can I say? I hope I get my knife. I hope I get a knife. Or... no. I think at this point the move is actually to go for armor upgrades rather than just the knife, because of the homing shot that the bow and arrow provides. That would actually be more useful than just having the knife at this point. It's a good thing that those homing in sort of like pointy fish things are so weak. Because yeah, that'd just be a pain if they weren't so weak. Sometimes the homing property of these bullets is like pretty finicky. Because targeting AI was not that great back then. Imagine that. Yeah, a lot of people will say this game's terrible just because it's so difficult, and I don't necessarily think that's very fair to this game, because it's not like it was meant to be easy, because it isn't. It's supposed to be hard. The creator of this series, actually, whenever or at least for the first game, I know for a fact, whenever the game testers, got through a certain portion of his game, he intentionally went back and tried to make it harder. So this is like a series that's made to be very, very hard. So, yeah. Oh, please catch me. Yeah, this game series was meant to be extremely challenging. But I find this one a lot more fun than the NES version. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the NES version is just way too janky for my liking. I don't know. I don't know. Usually I'm more fond of NES games than their Super Nintendo counterparts, but Ghosts and Goblins versus Super Ghouls and Ghosts is one of those times where I just have to admit, and not just admit, but just flat out say, I think Super Ghouls and Ghosts is just by far the more enjoyable game. Just look at this atmosphere. It's so beautiful. And I think this was one of the earlier Super Nintendo games too, so they were just trying to figure out what this technology... No, that might be wrong. But yeah, this game is very pretty for its time. The stylized graphics, in my opinion, are creepier than Super Castlevania 4. Because I don't know, I just find cartoonish art styles that are darker and more sort of macabre to be just in general more frightening than things that try to simulate realism. Because real life can be well, real life can be scary sometimes, but I feel like cartoons are a place that are meant to be happy and sort of carefree, and so whenever something like actually dark or disturbing happens in a cartoon, its unsettlingness, I guess, is just intensified. Because if something's out of place in real life, it's definitely out of place in something for children. Although cartoons historically weren't meant to be for children. That's more of a modern use of them, I suppose. Yeah, because Warner Brothers was certainly not meant for children, and neither really was Disney at the time, or when they were first brought about, I suppose. Uh-oh. Oh no. I hope I don't game over here. Man. But yeah. We're slowly working our way up in the world. hopefully we can make it past this level. Oh, don't give me the axe. I didn't axe for that. Ooh, yes. Give me the green armor. Yeah, I don't know. If no one's if you haven't played this game before, it's available on the Switch's online service and the Super Nintendo Classic, and it may be on the the Wii Virtual Console, however long that's still available. But yeah, I mean, this, if you want a game that can help you practice your patience, I guess, and that's challenging and will really push you to your limits, and this one's a good one. Because it's not a poorly made game. It was made by Capcom, who are the same developers of the Mega Man series. And a lot of other well-known series like Phoenix Wright and let's see, Street Fighter, can't forget about that one. Resident Evil, which is also celebrating its anniversary. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Castlevania this year I think is celebrating its 35th anniversary, and so is Ghosts and Goblins. So is Luigi's Mansion, which I'm going to be playing after this, so that's cool. And hopefully I can beat the boss in this life, cause yeah, I'd hate to start the level over, personally. But man, I've never felt this good playing this game before. It's nice. All right, boss time. Does it really take 3 minutes to get to the boss? That's not cool, admittedly. Okay. I actually do want to see where it's at so that I can monitor its projectiles. Oh no. Oh, that was really close. Oh my gosh. Oh, we did it! Let's go. Oh, and I still have 30 minutes left. Bruh. I'm getting so much further than I thought I would. Okay, absolute best case scenario, at my current skill level at least, we end up beating this game tonight. Oh shoot, what? So this is one of the useless transformations that that guy will transform you into. I've never gotten that one before. That is really bad and useless and dumb. And I got the lance, which is just par for the course right now. But I can hardly complain because I've gotten so far. Okay. Alright. Watch out for the lava. Oh, please go over there. Okay. Now I can shoot at this guy. Those guys, I don't know what they're called. I didn't expect it to make it this far on my first life playing this level. And as soon as I say that, I die. But that's okay. Gosh, I'm just so happy that we made it this far. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever made it this far without restore points. Or save states, or whatever you want to call them. The point is, I've never made it this far without any kind of modern, like, cheats, if you want to call them that. I think in some cases, save states are really helpful. And I think if people could have used them back when these games were made, they definitely would have. Or not the game developers, but rather the players. 'Cause really, it serves to make games more accessible to people. Oh no. Well, that's bad. Got him. That was a snipe if I've ever seen one. Oh, buddy. I just need to lure this guy over here. And he consider himself lured. Stab him with a knife a couple times. Again, don't recommend. Do as I... No, don't do as I say in that scenario either. First game over is at the 3rd level. Good grief. We still have 8 credits. Good grief. This is like by far the best I've ever done at this game. I actually am gonna make a restore point here because good grief. Just so that I can get back here in my own time, because man, this really is like the best I've ever done at this game. Oh, do not want that. Yeah, and what's so surprising about this to me is that, I haven't practiced this game that much either. Like, sure, I've watched videos on, like, other games in this series, but I haven't watched that many videos on this game in particular, or like, what am I trying to say? I haven't, yeah, or like, even like, recently, I haven't seen that many videos of, this particular game. Oh, goodness. Please, go over here. Okay. That is one tip I learned about, I did watch, one person's, playthrough of this game up to this point, and that guy was, there's a channel called, SNES Drunk. He does reviews of, Super Nintendo games, and he played through this game because he's, yeah, he's someone I watch who just plays this game, well at like a mid-level, I guess. Because I guess low-level gameplay of this is just like you suck, you know? So like, well, yeah. Which I would consider myself low-level, except now that seems totally like just bragging or like the humble brag, cause oh no, I'm a baby now and I can't fire my weapon or do anything good. That yellow money bag is a complete scam. You don't want to get that. It's basically made so that you can fall off that moving platform, which is really just devious. The knife is really helpful here, because these statues will hurt you. I kind of had no choice but to die there. Oh well. I am stunned at how much better at this game I'm doing than Castlevania. Like I was so worried about this game. I think this was one of the main reasons I put this, this sort of like, this particular stream off for so long, was because I wanted to make sure I was practiced at this game. Oh, okay. Green armor. Nice. Oh, shoot. Oh. What? Are you kidding me? Okay, whatever. We're doing so well. We're doing so well. Sorry, I'm just... Yeah. I don't know. So basically, this tower can be one of the more, annoying parts of the game, just cause, but it's also one of the prettier parts of the game, because of, like, the sort of, like, Kirby's Adventure, parallax scrolling, or it's not even, like, really parallax scrolling, it's more like, rotation simulation, which is like a fun sort of rhyming thing to say, but it's also like really technically impressive. Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, yeah. At least I get my normal armor back. Cause yeah, if you take damage and then get green armor, it doesn't really matter, cause all you do is just get your normal armor back, which does let you take a hit, so it's not like it's worthless, but at the same time, it's not like it's as helpful as it could have been, since the only way you really... I read somewhere that... Okay. I read somewhere that if you just hold to the right, you can dodge all those guys, but apparently it takes a little bit more doing than that. But yeah, these background, this game is just so nice looking for the time. And even by today's standards, this is a really, like, good looking game. like, when you do get the gold armor, I've never had gold armor for very long, so my apologies for not being able to really show this off to you guys, but, oh, shoot. But when you get gold armor, like, the various types of jumps you do and the various movement you do, like, you have, like, this feathery sort of, like, night plume on top of your head and sort of, like, waves in the breeze, like, depending on which direction you jump. It's, like, they put a lot of good effort into this game with all the animations and everything. And, of course, the music is great. I think that basically if you want to be a good game, I think as far as I'm aware, in the video game industry, all good games have good soundtracks, but not every game with a good soundtrack is a good game, if that makes sense. Like, it obviously takes more than just music to make a game good. It takes good gameplay, like a good gameplay loop. It takes well thought out character balancing. It takes good level design to make a good game. Good enemy design, good hit detection. All sorts of things go into making a game good. But I think the one thing that every game worth their salt has in common is good music. Or iconic music. But yeah. Super Ghouls and Ghosts definitely delivers on a gameplay front, on a level design front, on the music front. Art design is all really good and well polished. Plus, it's just, I don't know, the reason why lots of people don't enjoy this game is because it doesn't play like Mario, which is how you would expect a game where you rescue the princess to play, right? Because every game, it seems like most platformers where you rescue a princess is basically a Mario clone, or will play something sort of like Mario. And this game doesn't play like that at all. So I feel like people, like, go into this game expecting that, and then end up realizing it's not like that, and then just saying it's a bad game. But you really need to play this game more slowly and methodically. This game is not fast-paced, or, well, it is fast-paced, but not like Mario. Alright, so I think we're almost at the boss. We have green armor. Oh, shoot. I forgot this tower existed. Oh, gold armor. Oh, we want that. Oh, snap. Well, not 100% donezoed yet. Oh. Okay, here's the boss. Oh. But yeah, basically, how you beat that boss is you just you just stand still, try firing in the middle as much as you possibly can. Thank you, Stephen Hanley, for following. I appreciate that. You caught me at a really good moment, Stephen. Yeah, I'm doing way better at this game than I ever thought. I've done better at this game here than I've literally ever done before in my life, I think. Oh, it's okay. I'm glad you're following now, though. Yeah. So, in case you're just now tuning in, we're in the latter portion of our time with Super Ghouls and Ghosts. But, I mean, most people will spend hours trying to clear the first level of this game. I know I usually do. But we are right now, at the 3rd level, which is just insane for someone at my skill level. So hopefully we can make it to the boss. How long do we have? We have 10 minutes. That's probably enough time. Not if that bat runs into me while I'm checking my timer. We don't want that weapon. But yeah, hopefully we can make it past the boss. That was my first time ever seeing the boss, but I've seen a video on how to beat it, so hopefully we can. I have 2 lives left. Oh, I hope I don't run into that. Yeah, I did. Oh well. It's gonna happen. Alright. But dang, I've been enjoying tonight so much. Castlevania was it was okay. But it was just really slow and a lot more frustrating, I think, just because I couldn't see progress as readily, if that makes sense. But in this game, why did I jump into that guy? I knew he would appear. But in this game, you have to count every little bit of progress as worthwhile. So I'm very pleased with how tonight turned out in terms of this game. Plus, I think Elliot was spamming in chat before, so that I've had more fun. No offense. Love you, buddy. Super Meat Boy? No, I have not, but I've heard it's really hard, and I'd like to try it at some point. Oh, no, I'm dead. Yep, game over. But I have the knife, and that's really good. So... And I have... Wow. I've got... That... Getting stuck on that one auto-scroller portion must have given me, like, a lot of opportunities to grab extra money bags, because I should not have this many continues. Oh, and I started at the midway point for this level? That is actually really nice. You do not want to grab that axe. It's one of the worst weapons in the game. So yeah, shoutouts to the auto-scroller section. Me dying over and over actually gave me, like, tons of extra lives. I find it kind of funny that collecting the money bags, helps you to, like, continue after a game over in this game. Because, like, in this game you have to fight, like, literal Satan, or what's supposed to be literal Satan. And I don't know, the whole motif of, like, collecting money bags gives you points, which helps you to, I don't know, basically get an extra life. It's kind of like, I don't know, it brings to mind the idea of having to buy back your own soul, which is really macabre, so I'm sorry I brought that up, but I don't know. this isn't meant to be like a, I don't know. This is meant to be more of a disturbing game, so I feel like that whole idea would be oddly fitting. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like just in general, like, it's pretty typical in video games to have, like, collecting money. If you collect, like, 100 coins, you get an extra life. So it's interesting how prevalent that idea seems to be in games, because otherwise what's the point of collecting money if you're not gonna spend it on anything? JacktheRacoon discusses philosophy in video games. Yeah, that should be a funny, that would actually be a really funny video title. I should take a note of that, actually. Oh, baby. That was close. We got pretty far. Oh, no. Dude, I need to learn to stop jumping at this part. But you have to jump to try to get the invisible chests to appear, so that's why I do it. Oh, snap. Well, I'm probably dead at this point. Hopefully a bat doesn't just come in and own me. Okay. Good. The wizard guy is... yeah. The wizard guy basically, downgrades you with, like, a very random downgrade. Basically, the par for the course for each type of downgrade is that, you can't double jump and you can't, like, fire your weapon at all. He can turn you into, or the transformations I've seen him turn you into are like a bee, like a nurse, a baby, a frog, I think, and a seal. It's kind of ridiculous how many useful downgrades they made, and like how well animated they are too. Like, it's not like they just put like 5 seconds of thought into each one of them, but like each one of those transformations took up very real memory real estate. Oh, I just got babied to destroyed. Baby mode squared. I'm gonna do the same dumb thing where I jump into a bat again. Jump into a bat again. Oh no, don't collect the fire. The fire is also a really bad weapon. Basically the knife and the crossbow every time. Those are the only good weapons in this game. Well, I say that, but it turns out there's a weapon that's actually necessary for you to beat this game. The thing about this game, part of what makes it so hard, not only does it have like ridiculously difficult level design, but after you beat the game once, basically the devs tell you, haha, now try beating the game again to get the actual ending, loser. Like, literally the princess you're trying to rescue says, oh, thanks for making it this far, but like, literally in order to beat the final boss, I'm gonna need you to go back to the first level and get this one little item for me. Thanks. And then you just start the game all the way over again, and it's like hard mode, as if this game really needed a hard mode. And yeah, that sucks. And I can see why they did it in the 80s version of this game, you know, the NES version, because like the technology back then hate to offend anyone who's nostalgic for the original, it's really primitive in comparison to this game. I feel like that's a accurate thing to say. So, like, they needed to artificially extend the game's length, in my opinion, especially if they give you infinite continues, so, like, basically infinite lives. You need to have something to artificially extend the length of the game. But this is Super Nintendo. They can hold a lot more space on the cartridge, and they obviously put it to good use, but why they kept the whole you need to beat the game twice motif, it's just worthless to me. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make things better, in my opinion. Like, if I wanted to play a hard mode, and it's not like other games like Zelda, because Zelda also gives you a hard mode after you beat the game, right? But it's not delivered to you in the same sort of, like, just, like, absolutely hot garbage way this game does. Basically, like, you actually get to see the ending, and they treat it as if, like, congratulations, you actually beat the game. Here's a harder mode as a reward. What this game does is say, oh, you made it this far? Well, tough, you have to beat the game again, but harder, just to be able to get the gratifying ending you wanted all along. So, like, there's no reward for making it that far. My timer just went up, but I might, see how far I can get in this, I don't know, would a continue take too long? I'm gonna give it at least one more shot. But yeah, I mean, like, it just seems as if, like, there's no real reward for making it, for beating the game the first time, so your incentive to actually go about and beat the game the second time is, like, greatly diminished. But that's the way this game works, and it's still a great game, but I definitely see that as its largest flaw by far. Because, like, who wants to beat this? Like, you want to be satisfied by beating a hard level or a hard game. And sure, when you beat it the second time, I bet that's immensely satisfying. But at what cost, you know? Oh, snap. Alright, well, that's all for Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I definitely did. Hang on. Now, we're gonna transition really quickly. Hang on. And we're going to switch things up. Yeah. Hang on. I need to exit this. Need to actually close the system. Because the next game we're playing is Luigi's Mansion.